Hello, everyone. So I'm here to first have a little chat. We're just going to have a little chat about going back to school. There are a lot of people right now, perfect timing, that are starting school. One of my little cousins just began her first day at university last week. And so I think it's very appropriate right now to go ahead and post a few tips that may be useful for those beginning their journey for university, and then also those who, like myself, who have returned to the university college environment, whether it's online or whether it is the traditional in-person classes. So my first one is that be honest about where you are. I actually attended and enrolled in university right after, and I mean immediately after I finished my high school courses graduation. Like literally 2 weeks after I graduated from high school, had the grad night and all that, I went straight into a summer intensive program for the university that I was accepted to, and that I, along with my mother's help, we chose that university. It was a state university. And so I went straight in. Now, I'll let you know just a quick background. I was not really ready to go to school. I'll just say that. So that's why my first tip is be honest. I wasn't ready to, not ready mentally, physically, emotionally, just everything. I was way off. My high school, junior high years were just, to me, it was like a whole washout because I had too much going on. And I really didn't have a moment to just, I need to be. I had told my mom that I wanted to go to work right after. And then we got these acceptance letters and just everything, all the excitement of it all. My mom was just so hype. And I had heard from other people that were just like, oh, yeah, we're going. And I had classmates, they're all going, we're going, we're going. And I felt pressured to just go, even though I knew in my heart I didn't want to go yet. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go at all. I just really needed to take some time, figure out me, figure out myself. And that's not what happened. Instead, I went to school. I tried to do what I felt was expected of me. And I failed horribly. And that meant dismissal at the end of the first year. They told me, oh yeah, you can go back and da 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 and all these things, and we'll support you and help you, and just go to community college. And so I even tried to do that. I said, okay, I enrolled in the community college near my home, went there. My heart still wasn't in it. I just wanted to go to work, do some things, just really try and figure out some things. I did get a job, thanks to a close friend. But like I said, that's the first point. Be honest with yourself about where you are, what you want to do. Even if you don't know what you want to do, even being honest, saying that I don't know what I want to do yet, but I know that I'm probably don't want to go to college right now. That's funds. This is tip number 2. Even if you want to go to college or you're not sure, say you're in the middle. Number 2 is check out for yourself how much universities cost. If you've never done that before, really check out the cost for the program. Say you're thinking of a program to go into, say you're interested in something, just check it out. You don't have to spend any money. There's also, this is kind of 2A, I'll say the number 2A, is there's an auditing process. So you can actually audit classes without actually paying any money. I'm not sure if they still do this, but a lot of universities do. I believe they still do this, where you can audit a class. You can see how it feels. You can stay in it. And plus, you're not messing with the actual enrollment of course of that course. You can just sit there, listen, pay attention, check it out. That's what I'm saying. This is why it's a good thing to do some research. That's what it is. Maybe that's what it's called. Do research. So do some research for yourself. Find out, maybe you wanted to do a short-term program. Maybe you're interested in gaming. Maybe you're interested in digital media and making graphics or web design. I don't know. You can be interested in so many things, and you can do that. And you can find, something that's just interesting and something that you're passionate about. Which brings me to number 3. Finding your passion. Finding what you're good at. Now, if you're straight out of high school, you may not know what your passion is. Maybe you do. Who knows? But take some time to figure out what your passion is. What you are passionate about. Write down a list of things. I'm interested in this. If you are a person that reads, okay, what kind of books are you reading? That may be something that you may be able to, go into. There was a young lady from one of the schools she wasn't, well, the elementary school I went to. The daughter of one of my teachers is a librarian. And it didn't take long, honestly, for her. It did not take very long for her to do that. So that's something that you can do. But she's passionate about that. She was fine with it. She can stay in the library all day. She loved being in the library. That might be a thing for you. Let's see. And then let's go to number 4. Number 4 would be that because I failed, in the way that I'm saying failed. Failing for me now is that I have learned to be able to be okay with that. Be okay with failure. That's what number 4 is. Number 4, being okay with failure. And failure for me is really growing. It's helped me to grow out of and into certain areas. If I had not tried something, I've been the person that's willing to try so many different things just to see what will happen. I guess I'm like a little scientist, like a little mad scientist. It's like so funny. I'm thinking about that now, but sorry. Sidebar. So yeah, like literally, like I've been that person who's just like, okay, I'll try this job. I'll try that out. I'll try that out because I wanted to see what I'm interested in. And I found a lot of joy in that, being able to switch and go over here, go over there, do this. That may not be your path, but I'm just saying, definitely go ahead and embrace the failure. Embrace failure, because in failure, I don't know if any of you know, but there's this phrase or saying about the growth mindset and a fixed mindset. I learned this in university too, taking a lot of different classes, where the growth mindset is that no matter if, say you got a D on a test. Okay, some people, they're going to respond or react to that by, oh, well, I can never do any tests. Tests are terrible for me. I always fail every test that I take. That's one mindset. So that's fixed. Because fixed meaning that you're really not going to try and do anything else to get better and learn what mistakes you made and then apply those mistakes, maybe talking to your professor, talking to a tutor, talking to someone else who took the same class the previous semester. Those are some things that you can do. And so, and then that way that builds you up to the growth mindset, meaning that you are willing to learn from your mistakes. So that's what I'm saying about embracing failure. I have so-called failed at a lot of different things, business ventures. And I remember I even signed up for something one time when I was a college student, brand new college student, found out about something for a job for a college student, it was bogus, meaning that it wasn't real. It was a false advertisement, really. And to pay all this money for it, I was like, you shouldn't have to pay money to get started in a job, not a regular 9 to 5 job. That's what it was, kind of like a 9 to 5 job, but it wasn't real. But anyway, so there's that embracing failure. I have been dismissed from about 7 or 8 university slash community colleges. And funny enough, the university that I'm currently enrolled and attending and taking my classes, finishing them up, is one of those universities. It is a legit university. It's not a quick startup one where you got to pay like $30,000, just for a 7-month course or something. It's not one of those. It is an actual university, and it has many branches. They also have they have a lot of online programs, and so that's what I'm doing right now, and I will be finishing next year. So that's something else, just for my story, just so you can understand that, hey, it doesn't have to be, it doesn't, the failures or someone telling you that you didn't do well on a test or whatever it is, even at work, it doesn't have to mean that that's the end. You can go back and say, hey, if you want to really do better in this class or for a project, you maybe the first time they gave you a C on the project. Well, is there a way I can improve that grade? It doesn't hurt to ask. So, which brings me to, I think we're at number 5 now. Yeah, number 5. So number 5. Then I'm laughing. Sorry. Be willing to ask questions. Ask all questions that pop up in your mind regarding school, because that's what we're talking about, school, even work, because as a college student, sometimes you will need to work, or maybe you're doing volunteer work. Your professors, especially in person, traditional type classroom settings, you can be friends with your professor. I have a best friend who's she lived by that. And I think still to this day, even though she's a professor now, she really, believed in that from when I first met her. I said, what is this girl? She just was always talking to her teachers. I was like, why is she talking to these people? But I get it. I understand. Why was she talking to them? Because that's where you had information. These people have been teaching for however long, and they have some information that you can use. So you don't have to be best friends with them, but talk to your professors, even if you're online. Communicate with them, ask them questions. In my online learning environment, we have a section that says questions for the professor. They also put their phone number there, their email address. My previous class, which was a math class, she was texting me constantly. We were in communication. I was back and forth screenshotting things because I was trying to figure out, these problems. It is a wonderful thing, and the current class I'm in, I have an anatomy physiology 2, which is, I have a lecture and a lab with that. Those type of classes, I have 2 different instructors, and so I can message both of them. I can call one of them, which I haven't done yet just because I've been having a lot going on right now, but I have the availability, to, hey, reach out to them. Hey, I need some, I have some questions about this. And it's usually personal stuff that they want you to contact them for their phone number and email address, their private email address. For the questions for the professor, those are for the class, things to deal with assignments. If there was something that you didn't understand about it, just things like that. What else? Sorry, saying a lot. Let's see. And then maybe number 6. Okay. I'll give you, this would be the last one, I think. Number 6 would be go ahead and allow yourself time to have fun. Enjoy this life. The last time I checked, you only get one life. Have fun while you are beginning this new journey, or, maybe returning to the journey from whatever things have gone on in your life, because life happens. There's a lot of things that will happen in your life that are unexpected. Family wise, personally, you're going to meet new people, interacting with new people. You're going to learn how you interact with others, how they see you, how you see yourself. That's important, how you see yourself. So, taking that time to enjoy the process is, I think, a really good thing. And that's something that I think I didn't always do. So these are things that, a lot of things I'm telling you are things that I didn't do when I first began, but now I am doing many of those things. And because I'm doing that, it's helping my journey. It's helping me to grow. It's helping me to see things very differently. Sometimes in school, it can be so just stressful because there's so much to do. But take a moment, step back away from the picture of everything that's happening, and just, hey, I'm going to do something that I used to do a lot, enjoying things. For me, that looks different. I read. I have plenty of books here to read out that are not academic. And then I also do a lot of writing. Something else that I have integrated doing a little more of is walking. I try and go walking. I'm not doing that great at it right now, but I'm trying to start up again, going walking. Cooking is therapeutic for me. I have an app that a friend suggested on my phone where it's coloring virtually, like on a screen, on your phone screen, and or your tablet, because I think the app is available on both. And so you just color, it's by number. And so that's kind of relaxing. I like music, of course, too, and I dance occasionally. The other day, I was so glad that I finished this one part of my assignment, and I just got up and danced for a little while, and then I wrote some things. So, that's something about enjoyment and celebrating. And then, yeah, so that's pretty much all my tips. I have a bonus one. My bonus tip for you: stay connected to your support system. You need support during this journey. That is family, people who have become family to you. And then also too, I'm in therapy. And that has helped me over the years quite a bit. I've been in therapy for a while. I can't even think how many years it is, but I've been in therapy for some years. And it has really helped me tremendously. I also do other things. I connect with other people. I'm about to go to church in a little bit in my local neighborhood, and that helps to have connections with people who can support me, love on me, and give me encouragement. And then I do the same, with them. We can exchange. There's a relationship there, building relationships, core relationships. If you don't know what core relationships are, those are the ones that stick longer than just like, say you meet a classmate today and, we kind of connect on this, or you're grouped together maybe by your instructor for a group project. Now, you can become friends with them, but that's not really a core relationship. Core relationships usually have been built from when you were younger. It could be elementary school. It could be someone that stuck with you in high school and you guys have just been rolling like that. It could be family. It could be maybe you were on a sports team, or like maybe your robotic team or something where y'all, created robots or something. Anything that is where you spent a lot of time together, and especially some years of time where your relationship has built from there. Parental could be, but maybe not. It can be someone else. It could be a grandparent, someone who's like a grandparent. There's so many different types of core relationships that you can have, but those core ones, stick with those. You don't need 50,000 people, but stick with the core, maybe the 3 or 4 or more people that y'all just, you mesh, you're able to talk. You want to, that's someone that you can be totally honest with. You can pour out your heart and they will not judge you. You can talk to them about anything. I have family and friends and others that I can do that with. And like sometimes it's just me sending a text, hey, can I talk to you real quick? I need to vent real quick. And then on top of that, my top core relationship is with the Trinity, God the Father, Jesus the Son, and the Holy Spirit. They are my core first before anyone else, them over everybody. And then after that, everyone else kind of, falls into place. But I hope that those tips have been helpful. Please comment below if, you have some other suggestions. Other people can read, your comments. And then, yeah, like I will talk to y'all later. Have a great day. I love you.